welcome back to Stitchcraft. My name is Mary, the Stitchcraft Queen, and today is Thursday, April 10th of 2025. I know I have not been on for like a month. I can explain that a little later in the video. As well as why I did not do hardly any making over the course of the month. Basically, I worked on one project. I actually had to go back and watch part of my last podcast thing because I forgot where I was at on my row 1 blanket. I didn't know if I had added in any of it. But anyways, let me show you what I worked on. It's a completely new project. Hadn't even been cast on last time we met. But right here, this is a little tiny hat. Little tiny hat for a little tiny baby. I guess I can share this with you now. Surprise, I'm pregnant. I'm 9 weeks in. I'll go more into detail about that later, but I have had in my queue for me and my husband for a long time, there's this really cool Flamin' Hot Cheetos color from, I believe it was Mountain Top Yarn. And then this was an extra Malabrigo color. So we're going to do a Musselburgh hat. Red will be kind of the inside, and then this one will be the outside. Originally it was supposed to just be matching hats for me and my husband, but now we have little baby on the way, so I'm making these so that we can all be matching in the hospital, because little baby, we've been calling him Little Bean. The little bean is due in November, so it will be cold and he'll need plenty of hats. Well, I keep calling him he because he's been causing me so much pain, and only men seem to do that. I'm kidding. Like I said, I'll go more into detail about that later. But that's my Musselburgh hat. And then I guess I was casting on my husband's before I started feeling so sick. So I have right here, I start with the, the I-cord. I just do the pattern. Sorry, I can't speak today. I can't speak any day. What am I talking about? It's a miracle I'm filming this today. But I just do 4 rows of an I-cord with 8 stitches. Technically, you're supposed to do like 16 rounds of an I-cord with only 4 stitches and then increase, but I found that to be too difficult. So I just do 4, that way I'm not, using up a ton of yarn. And then I do 8 stitches, and then at the end I just go and I close the hole up. But I mean, as you can see here, there's hardly any hole. This one is because I think I dropped a stitch, but we got it back on track. But there's hardly any hole right there where you can kind of see that. See if it will focus. Come on. Focus camera. Right here. There we go. Yeah, you can see there's hardly a hole. So generally, there's not a lot to close up. It's just making sure that it doesn't come unraveled. So that's my one project I worked on this week. Not even this week, this month. It's been a long month. Let's go over fun things I got in the mail, and then we will go over, pregnancy stuff and how fun that's been. Okay, so the first thing to come was, and this came a while ago, Sunday Fiber Co. They're doing the Lonely Socks Yarn Club. I get one of each skein. And this was for March. So this was March's colorways, if I remember it. Yeah, because I have 2 others downstairs. Okay. So the tonal, which is this beautiful blue, is called Yesterday, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then I love this one. It's pretty, fun yellow, and then there's some blues in there. Sorry, my girls are trying to kill each other. I forgot to close the door because they've been up to no good lately. I want to keep an eye on them. But anyways, this one is called Here Comes the Sun. Reminds me of just a very pretty sunny sky, which I have needed a lot of. Oh, it's so soft. I wish I could work with yarn so badly, but I've just been so exhausted. Okay, and then the other yarny thing to come in the mail is my row 1. I am now way behind schedule, obviously. I had hoped to have been caught up by now. That was my goal, and I was making such good progress. And then I was gonna work on my sweet shop and cast on the other one I'm working on. I can't think of it. Oh, Polka Dot Creek yarn. But these are the row 1 minis for the month of March, I believe. And this is from Silver Pennies Yarn Co. This actually just came last week. Although this will tell you how tired and exhaustive I've been. It sat on my counter for almost a whole week, unopened. And if anybody knows me, you know that's a big deal because I open up packages immediately. Okay, and then the cute little charm that came with it. It's this adorable little bird. See if it will focus on that. There you go. Cute little bird. So I'm excited to use that. Add that to my little collection. Okay, other things that came in the mail that I wanted to share, but they're not Yarny related, so you can like skip this part next couple minutes if you don't want to know about my plushies. But I don't know if you can tell, but I have 4 new friends back here. Right there, that's Baby. And then up here is Blora, Funtime Freddy, and then right next to him, kind of hard to see, is Funtime Foxy. So these plushies are really special to me. They're called Hex. There we go. Hex by, the creator is Dako, who's a YouTuber. He's a big FNAF streamer. It's cool. He makes like these cool little like trading cards for each of them. But his thing was like, there haven't really been any super realistic, true to form Five Nights at Freddy's plushies, and I'm a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fan. And so he set out to like create these really cool ones, and here's one of the new ones too. But they have magnetic limbs, so you can like switch them if you want to, and you can pose them in different ways, so really fun. But then the other ones that don't fit up there, I have to rearrange, is the security breach one. So here is Rockstar. Sorry, I have to make sure I'm getting his name right. There's so many Freddys. Sorry, Glam Rock Freddy. Rockstar has a big star on him. I should have remembered. But the thing that's really cool is he even has like their giant red plastic earring, like correct, and he has the shoulder pads. I should grab my little Monty plushie so I can show you what I mean. It's right here. Ugh. Oh, the Chica one would have been better, but that's okay. So this is the next one I'll show you. This is Monty Gator. Like, all this is printed on. It will come off really easy. That's why I, like, never cuddle with him. He's on my shelf permanently. But Monty's one of my favorites. But here's the Hex version of Monty. He looks so good. He has his awesome glasses, which you can either have on or take off. And then all the details are, like, sewn in. So I love him. He has his shoulder pads. This one does not even have shoulder pads. It's so sad. And the other one, too, doesn't even have claws. He has all of his claws and his bass. He's the bass player in their little band. And the tail. They even got, like, I don't know if you can tell, but his pants are sparkly. Oh, it's so good. I'm in love with these plushies. They're definitely adult plushies, but I like to collect them. And luckily, he doesn't release them too often, so it's easy to space them out a little bit. Okay, the next one is my favorite character of the group of the security breach. This one is Roxanne Wolf. And these ones are just fresh out of the bag too, so some of their ears are still like, you know, they have to breathe. But again, like all the earrings that she has, he got correct. She's left-handed, so she has her guitar she holds different. But yeah, so cool. I love these. These ones will be joining the shelf shortly. I just wanted to show them off because I really enjoy them and they make me happy. And then this is the last one. This is Glamrock Chica. And they even got like the leg warmers, right? It's so cool. And then she has like these big triangle earrings, so they made those out of the cool sparkly fabric. Anyways, I just really like those. I thought they were cool. That's all of the mail things. Yeah, that is. Sorry, my desk is such a mess right now because I kind of threw all my yarn projects back in here. I'm gonna take a sip of water because I'm getting thirsty. I gotta stay hydrated. That's the main thing. But anyways, my desk is such a mess right now because I kind of just threw all my Yarny projects and everything in here. You're like, I'll deal with it when I'm better. Hopefully next week I'll be better. Ha, that's funny. Okay, let's talk pregnancy things. So we'll do the fun thing first. So we went in, what was it, Monday? Yes, Monday. So just a few days ago. And here's your little baby. You can see the little bean. That right there is the little bean's head, and then you can see his tiny little like nubby arms and legs. It's really cute. But doctor says everything looks good, which was a relief to hear because I've been dealing with severe morning sickness. I guess to put it into perspective, I haven't eaten really any like solid food since Saturday, with the exception of like I've had some popsicles, I've tried some hard candy, I've had like 20 squares of cinnamon toast crunch, so not even like a full serving. And still like I feel like I need to throw up all the time. I have been throwing up liquids even on occasion, which is the big not good sign. So my doctors now have me getting IVs twice a week. So much fun. To make sure I stay hydrated. My goal for water, even though I know I'm supposed to have like as a pregnant lady like 80 fluid ounces a day, right now that's just like not attainable in my state, and especially in my nauseous state. My focus is just keeping enough fluids in me as possible, or I guess as much. And so I do have to just sip water throughout the day, and then, you know, when I feel better again, sip a little more. Why, hello! You decided to join us, BB? Yeah, BB's, they're going crazy because I can't take them out very often because I am so sick, but we're grateful we have a bigger house that they can run around in for sure. I know, you're crazy. Can you get off? Off, please. Thank you. But yeah, morning sickness sucks. Pregnancy so far, the symptoms suck so bad. The actual being pregnant part, though, not that bad. I don't know if I would do it again, just because of how bad it is. You'll have to wait till, you know, I hold the little baby in my arms to get the actual detail, but right now, I would not do this again. Nor would I wish it on anyone. I'm very jealous of the people that don't get severe morning sickness, and it's like mild, and they're maybe nauseous a couple hours a day. So jealous of you guys right now. It's gone so bad, so I'm vegan. I don't like stick, like I used to be very strict, and I wouldn't even work with like wool. I wouldn't, you know, buy things made of leather. I wouldn't do a lot of things. Now obviously that's changed because, you know, I knit with so much wool. But my diet is like the main thing that stays vegan. Have been for what is between 6.5 to 7.5 years now. I forgot which year I'm on. But yeah, so that, sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought. So this is what you get when you don't get like enough sugar or food for like 2 weeks basically. And then you're on medicine that makes you sleepy to try to keep the nausea at bay. But anyways, that's what you get when you don't have a lot of food in you. But anyways, my diet is vegan, but it's gotten so bad, and I've been craving food so badly, even though I can't really eat it because otherwise I'll throw it all up, and I'd rather just not eat than try and throw it up. I'll do like little snacks here and there to try to get something in me, but anyways, it's gotten so bad that I've started craving like barbecue, like actual barbecue, which I haven't done in 7 years. Like occasionally, like I'll smell a hamburger, I'll be like, oh, I want an Impossible Burger right now. That sounds good. Or like I'll see like yummy chicken, and I'll be like, oh, let me go get like the vegan substitute for chicken. That sounds really good. No, I'm craving like actual barbecue. So that's how bad it is. And anyone that knows me knows that's bad. But yeah, week 9, everybody says that weeks 8 through 10 are the worst. I'm not gonna like, well, I need to knock on wood, but it seems like it has started to plateau, and so hopefully I'm praying to every God out there, but especially my God, that it goes away and that it just starts to get better. Even if it's like a little baby step better, then I'll be like, okay, I can handle this. I can do this. But the last couple days have been kind of the same, so I'm hoping it's kind of stabilized and then it will go back down. But yeah, later today, I go get my next IV, thank goodness, because yesterday was a bad water day for me. I am a little dehydrated. And they gave me the one with sugar, so it makes me like, when I got it with my husband last time on Monday when we went in, It made me have like a sugar high almost, and I was like, he's like, "Oh my goodness, you're back to your normal merry self." I was like, "That's because I have sugar in me, and I can actually like think and move and speak." Although it makes you really cold because I don't even know if you haven't gotten an IV before, but they keep them in like a really cold place. I asked the nurse about this. And so when it goes through your body, it gets like you get really cold. So today I'm totally wearing like sweats and probably this sweatshirt. Um and probably a cardigan even on top because I was freezing afterwards. Um Luckily like it was a warm day, so once we got outside my body temperature started to rise and my car has really good heat. So when my husband was driving me home, he's been so good at driving me places while I've been like, ooh, I'll be on every medicine possible. Um, but my car has really good heat, so we were able to bring that body temperature back up. But I'm excited. My mom's joining me today, so it'll be fun to have some time with her. Um, oh yeah, we should talk about names because we already have names for our baby. Obviously, we don't know what gender it is. If you can't tell, you cannot tell by this ultrasound what gender our baby is. It says that you usually can't know until week 20. They'll do an ultrasound then, and they can usually tell. Um, it's funny because like, when I started out, I really wanted a boy, but now I'm like, I'm good with whatever. Whatever our baby is, I will love it no matter what. And like, I've always been that way, right? But it's really become like, I don't care what gender it is now. We've always, sorry, my voice cracked there. We've always been, me and Emmer, my husband, have been like the type of people that want very gender neutral, like rooms and themes and tones for our baby just because, growing up in this world, we don't want. I remember I had a very vivid experience when I was little. My favorite colors have always been blue and green, and then you throw purple in the mix a lot. Which is funny because my wedding colors ended up being those exact ones, blue and green, and then with some white and brown thrown in there. Um, but I like had this very vivid experience that I still remember where me and my friends when we were like 4 years old. This was like one of my first memories that I still have. We were going over favorite colors, and they were all like, I like pink because it's girls colors don't have genders. But then I was like, I like green and blue because it reminds me of outside, and they're like, those are boy colors. But I don't want our kid to grow up like that. I want them just to like whatever they like, regardless of gender, to do whatever they want to do, again regardless of what gender they are. So we're gonna do like a pastel rainbow themed room, which I'll be really excited about. We haven't ordered stuff yet, but we started putting together ideas. Obviously, it's too early, I feel like, to start ordering stuff. I want to wait till we're at least through the first trimester, which we're almost there. Um, but we're excited. There'll be lots of, blues, greens. I like orange, purples. Even we'll throw some pinks in there, like some salmon color. I don't love pink, but I'll do a salmon. Anyways, though, back to this. Names. So if it's a boy, which is what I originally wanted. So once again, we're naming our kids just like we named our dogs. This sounds so dumb. From characters from Dune. And let me explain. So book 3, which is called Children of Dune. It's my favorite. It is my personal favorite from the series. Yes, I love book 1. Book 1 is like a staple masterpiece. Book 2, I didn't love. I want to reread it though. Now that I understand what it's about. And then book 3 was like amazing again. But book 3 primarily is about the main character Paul Atreides. It's about his 2 kids through Chani. And they named Leto and Ghanima. And Leto was named after his dad, and Ghanima was a Fremen name, I believe, that they said in the book. And then they called her Ghani, which I fell in love with those names from the moment I read them on the page. And I was like, I really want to name our kids this. And luckily my husband is on the same page. So if it's a boy, we're naming him Leto Todd. Todd is my dad's middle name, and obviously I'll get my husband's last name as well, so they'll, get that tribute with their last name. But we also wanted to pay tribute to my dad, who is one of my heroes, and he's going to be the best grandpa ever. And then if it's a girl, obviously first name Ghanima, we'll call her Ghani, and middle name, We're still kind of like cooking with it, but I found one that I really like that would make, like, it would pay tribute to both of our moms. Um, but I want it to be Angelia. So Ganima Angelia, which I think is just, it's a fun name. It rolls off the tongue well. But Angela would pay tribute to my mom, and Leah, which is a big name in my husband's family, would pay tribute to him, so, and his family. So I think that's a good middle ground. But I really like that name. So either Leto Todd or Ganima Angelia. It'll be fun. Either way. And there he is. The little bean. He's as big as a cherry right now. So like that big. He's tiny. Causing me so much pain and suffering though. Can't wait till his morning sickness is over. The other thing that I hate is how heightened my sense of smell is. Like any change in smell, like I get, and it's so strong usually that like it makes me nauseous, which sucks because I can't control that. So yeah, pregnancy, it sucks, but in the end, it'll be worth it. Again, I think this is our only kid just because this has been like such a crazy time. Like I can't even go to work. That's why I'm filming on a Thursday. Hardly can get out of bed most days. So today's a good day where I was able to, get up and get out. Some other changes coming with the baby though. This room I'm currently in is going to be the baby's room. So we are going to have to move things and do some rearranging. Most likely all of my yarny and crafty things will be headed to our unfinished basement. I do have some nice tapestries though that I will probably be hanging as a background. And yeah, then we're probably going to move this shelf to our gaming room with all of our plushies. And then we'll get a new shelf, a shorter one for the baby. And their, plushies and stuff will be, I want it to go under this window right here. So that will be good. So that's kind of the plan. But yeah, so you'll be seeing those changes probably not by next week because I'm feeling like garbage still, but hopefully within the month I will be moved down there and this room will be a little more cleared out. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any more progress on my whips this week, just based on how I'm feeling. I did think about maybe trying to crochet some of the woobles, which I might try to do today actually. I'm feeling really tired though, so I need a nap. I told my mom I'm like a baby, right? I need water, I need my sippy, and then I gotta sleep. And that's about it. Which is funny because I'm the one growing the baby. But yeah, that's really it. Again, I don't know if there will be any progress next week, so it's up in the air of whether I will actually record or not. I don't think I'll be getting anything anyways in the mail. Oh, except for some cotton yarn. I did find some cute patterns for baby clothes, and I did order some cotton yarn. Because I don't know if the baby's allergic to wool or not, so everyone recommended using cotton or acrylic. Obviously, I want the best for my baby, so we're using cotton, and it's better for the environment than acrylic usually is. But I'm excited to work with that and to start making a bunch of baby things. That also being said, I'm gonna push off some of my projects to later dates, because I want to make clothes for my baby. I want to make a bunch of little cute pants. I found this really cute pattern. Looks like it'll be really easy. There's Baby. Hi, I know. You're stinky. They're getting their bath on Saturday, thank goodness. Usually I bathe them every 2 weeks, but since I haven't been able really to go to work, they haven't gotten their bath. So they're stinky right now. Huh, you stinky. Yeah, we still love you though. What? You're fine. But yeah, so I'll be making a lot more baby clothes and our matching Musselburgh hats, and definitely pushing off a lot of those other projects until further notice. I'm also hoping though to pick up spinning again, since I'll have a lot of time sitting. I'm hoping I can get a lot of that done too. But yeah, that's really about it for today. This has been a longer rambly episode, and I'm sorry. It's because of my head and the lack of sugar and substance. But we're hanging in there, taking it one day at a time, and we're almost on the other side of things, hopefully. Please, I can't take any more. I keep telling him that. Like, I can't take any more. This is my limit. Which is funny. I thought my limit was like 2 weeks ago, and then nope, got worse, but that's okay. But yeah, luckily my husband's like, when you can eat again, we're going to all your favorite restaurants and cooking all your favorite foods and all of that, because I gotta gain a lot of weight. Oh yeah, I've lost almost 10 pounds, which is crazy. I haven't been this skinny since I was in high school, and I was really self-conscious of my weight senior year, and so I starved myself for almost a month. I still ate food, it was just like very, very little, and then I exercised like crazy. Luckily it didn't turn into a full-blown eating disorder. It only lasted about a month and a half, but I did lose like 10 pounds during that time, and really scary. And now it's like I'm having weird like body dysmorphia issues because I was really happy with where my body was at. And now it's like I'm super skinny and it's weird and I don't like it. I want to be back to my normal self. But that will all come with due time, I can imagine. But yeah, pregnancy's hard. Definitely, if you're one of the ones where it's easy and where you like it, consider yourself blessed, because for people like me, it sucks. Luckily, I was reading, sorry, last thing, and then I will go. I was reading, though, about really severe morning sickness. There was a lady on Reddit that threw up like 30, it was like 20 to 30 times a day, and so she had to get daily IVs because she couldn't drink water, which was crazy. So I'm like, luckily I'm not there. I'm throwing up like once, twice a day because I'm really careful now about what I put in, just because I don't want to throw up that much. I want to save my esophagus and my teeth and, my throat, all those good things. I want to save that and make sure they're protected. But that does also mean, I eat probably less than I could, but I have learned the tell signs that I need to throw up. So, yeah, I think that we're in a good spot right now. Luckily, I know my body pretty well. But this has been really weird. Really weird, but good experience. But yes, that's it. I will leave that for now. I'm going to go take a nap, and then I'm going to go get my IV and be on a sugar high for a little bit. I'm excited for that. But until next time, again, I don't know if it's next week. Whenever I have progress on something, I will let you guys know. But have a good rest of your week and have a safe weekend. Drink lots of water. Appreciate that you can eat food, because I really wish I could. So eat that extra brownie or that extra scoop of ice cream and do it for me. I appreciate. That's what I tell my husband. I'm like, just eat it. It's for me, okay? You're eating for me. In case I fall over, then he can carry me. But yes, anyways, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.